The brand new Call of Duty Warzone trailer just dropped for Season 3. It's packed with details that you might have missed, so let's get right into it. So Season 3 drops April 3rd. We're going to be breaking down everything you need to know about this new update. But before we dive in, if you're excited as I am to make a return to Verdansk and get that old Modern Warfare 2019 vibes, I miss that so much, then make sure you drop a like on this video. And if you don't want to miss out on Warzone, Battlefield, all that good stuff with the upcoming FPS genre, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and bell notification. But first off, let's set expectations. This isn't a gameplay trailer. It's a cinematic render, and a lot of us were familiar with this with Call of Duty. They're only going to be giving us a little snippets of what to expect with Verdansk. A lot of people were wondering, are we getting major visual changes from what we are used to with Verdansk? You know, how big of an update is this really going to be? And it looks like from this trailer that it is going to be a faithful recreation rather than a full redesign. And I think a lot of us were hoping for this. We don't want it to change too much from what we loved about the original Verdansk. The OG operator skins in this trailer are back. I love, the OG references. They're going full on with this, and we even see it with the weapons. We got the Kilo, we got the HDR. So much nostalgia factor here, and the AMAX is also here as well. The reason is Call of Duty is on its last legs, and this is the what people are saying. Okay, don't take it from me, but Call of Duty is really hoping that this Verdansk update can salvage the player base, can bring Warzone back to what it was in its glory days. And the rumor has it that if it doesn't do well enough, we might not see Warzone return in the next Call of Duty game. Another thing that's exciting that I saw in this trailer is that the OG Gulag is back. This is hands down the best Gulag in Warzone that we've ever had. It's simple, it's easy to learn, it's straight up skill against skill. To see it come back is great for Call of Duty. Everything looks great so far, but the biggest issue facing Warzone is undoubtedly the cheaters. Ricochet, they keep promising anti-cheat updates, but let's be real. Cheating has always been a part of Warzone. It's been probably the worst it's ever been. The hope for Season 3 is that Ricochet is finally going to get a grip on this. If they can clean up the lobbies, then the return for Verdansk could bring Warzone back. Another big problem with this update is that a huge part of the Warzone community isn't just asking for Verdansk to be back just for the map. They're asking for the entire feel of OG Warzone to return. It's not just about the map. It's about the gameplay, the pacing, the movement, the time to kill, the overall experience that made Warzone special when it first launched in 2020. And people, they're asking for slower, more methodical gameplay instead of the constant hyper-aggressive fights. The skill-based matchmaking is more prevalent than ever in these lobbies. It's so difficult to have a good time. Classic weapon balancing, where certain guns like the Kilo, the AMAX, dominated in a more skill-based way, and a simpler perk and loadout system, rather than all this bloat and overcomplication that we see in modern-day Warzone. And they're bringing some of that back. Of course, we're getting the OG weapons, like I mentioned before. The Gulag system is returning the way it was. But again, the question is that going to be enough? They can't just bring back 2020 Warzone. The franchise has evolved. So many of the player base, while nostalgic for this return, the game has just changed way too much. I don't think they're going to be able to recapture the magic unless they also revert the gameplay and engine that was used during that time. So far, much of Warzone's been built on Warzone 2.0, where everything was designed differently. Movement, mechanics, gunplay. Everything's being constantly adjusted to fit the new modern day COD, and people, they want to go back to what it felt like, but I just don't think that this is going to be enough to bring Warzone to where it needs to be. My question for you guys, do you think they should bring back the OG Warzone mechanics with this update? If in doing so, would that bring you back to Warzone, or what's currently stopping you from playing Warzone lately? And is this going to be enough for you? Let me know in the comments down below. But guys, that's all I have for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe and leave a like on this video. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care and stay frosty.